gorgeous, sparkly, scrumptious, delicious Cancer. Welcome to your Love Tarot reading. Today we are going to take a look at you and your person, my baby, whatever that means to you, situationship, relationship, bumble, date, marriage. Let's take a look at Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and their little bit. These are low-key love and separation readings, my baby. We are assuming some kind of a rift or trauma between two people, and this is still your March 2023 reading, my darling. Oh, Cancer, your person's got the Ten of Swords here. They're kind of finished. They're just finished, and not with this relationship necessarily or connection. They're finished with themselves. They're finished with life. Finished with, they're just finished with it. They're done. This is somebody who knows they effed up. They effed up royally. Feeling sorry for themselves mainly, someone who feels like they lost something that was extremely precious to them in the situation between you. I do believe there's an ending between you. This is the energy that is coming through. Let's see what happened in the past to make the situation so. There's someone who's completely defeated. However you feel about the situation, Cancer, this ending really got to this person. Something could have happened in October 2022. We're 10 days, 10 hours, 10 weeks, 10 months ago, something like that. Ooh. But this person's I'm not a fan of this energy necessarily because this person is feeling sorry for themselves, but at the same time, yeah, it's kind of like very defeatist, And I think when you were together, they would tell you things like, oh, Cancer, you're such hard work. Well, I just don't know what to do. Am I not good enough for you? You know what I mean? Like, do I not fulfill you? It was all about like, well, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I get it right instead of actually doing the right thing? You do have a person who just wasn't willing to be cooperative in the past. Also, Cancer, let me just say before we get into your person's personality and profile, let me just say welcome to Blue Angel Love Tarot if you're new. And if you are a returning Blue Angel, thank you, I appreciate you, I love you, I see, baby, give mommy a kiss. Give me that one, baby. I love you so much, Cancer. I'm Scorpio, you're Cancer. We're two little grabby crustaceans of the zodiac, and I really, really appreciate you. What else can I tell you? Oh, yeah. Music, the background music today is by Gondora Official, my magical sister from another magical mister. Check out her channel. She's always linked in the description box below, and she is an amazing tarot reader, and she also composes music. So check her out, my boo. This person rejected cooperation. 4 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles in the past. They reject. This is the whole point, as I was saying. Isn't the tarot is just amazing, boo. It's like you told this person what you needed from them. You told this person what you required. You told this person your needs. And they were just like, instead of cooperating with you with the 3 of Pentacles here and doing the work, like getting down to it and then, like getting their knuckles dirty or whatever. Okay, that sounds kind of wrong. But you know what I mean? Like instead of just like doing the job and doing the thing, they refused to. They just didn't want to do it for some reason. It was a very kind of defensive energy, childish, So it was like, well, why should I? It's kind of like, I know this dynamic a bit all too well. Your mommy knows these people. It's a kind of person who, like, you say, like, oh, well, it's really important for me for people to be punctual. And then all they ever do is not be punctual. You tell them, like, a more precious need about yourself or an emotional need. And then they go out of their way to not do it for you or even to trigger you if you told them a trigger. It's a very petulant energy. Oh. 2 people moved on from this because it just couldn't work. This person wasn't cooperating. 6 of Swords. They left you no choice. It's like you felt they moved on from this and you were just like, okay, well, I'm done here. You got the little hermit crab bill. We're like, okay, fine then. Maybe this person played some games with you and they thought you would keep chasing, or they thought they'd keep you in the game, treat them mean, keep them keen, and that did not work out for them, and you kind of ditched them. You felt very alone with this person. There's a bit of there's a weird power dynamic here where I think maybe it even was a trigger, not just your preferences, but maybe you shared something with this person, You're like, I have issues with this and that, and they just like totally use that against you. And they kind of left you You were left by yourself. If it was a new connection, it was just someone who just kind of kept you guessing. It wasn't a healthy dynamic from the start. And in the end, you had to move on because they weren't being very communicative. They were being very defensive about your needs, even though this person was like, I think this person was quite vocal about like, oh, you know, I love you, or I'm really interested in you, or you're scrumptious and all this. But when it came to actually doing the thing, they were really uncooperative and the communication sucked. It made you feel all alone, and you either felt ghosted or you ghosted, you know, like you double ghosted each other. Both people left each other on red, basically. If it was a more established connection, this was more, you know, a little bit more serious. I see somebody who was leaving you, you know, you were kind of left alone in this connection. They were leaving you to your own devices, not paying attention to you. You always felt like you were cruising through this world all alone. Look at this figure here, the Six of Swords. You were just in this boat all by yourself in the nighttime. This hermit, you know, all by yourself. This person left you to it when you needed them the most. And it was a game to them. They didn't want to put in the work. Or they did. It's almost like they didn't mind putting in the work, but they just chose not to because they, you know, to them, love is some kind of a power game. You have the Eight of Pentacles, how they see you. Well, I just give up. It's Cancer. It's so much hard work. You had standards. You stood up for yourself. You're like, this cannot happen anymore. And this person was like, but they feel really hurt. It's interesting because they actually feel hurt. Maybe they came across to you as someone who was quite unfeeling or didn't have a lot of feelings, but they're very sensitive deep inside, and they felt hurt that they couldn't, quote unquote, fulfill your needs with their BS, you know, with their games. You weren't playing their game. The Fool in their intentions, you know, they don't want to do anything good here. They just, you know, they just want to fool around. That's the truth. Not so much like in the bedroom, but I think they want to fool around emotionally. They have no intention of coming back around, frankly, Cancer. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to come back around because the love is real. Maybe it's toxic. Maybe this cup of love here, this Page of Cups is holding a cup of love. Maybe this fish inside the cup is, you know, suspicious. This little fish is a little suspicious, all right? But that person is coming back around. They're going to send you a message in the next 1 hour, 1 day, or 1 week because they actually love you. And they're toxic, but they love you. They're toxic little fish. You know these fish that you can like eat and like they will kill you? What are they called? There's plenty of them, I'm sure. But you know, like poison fish. This is a poison fishy in the Sea of Love. Yeah, the Chariot. Someone's coming at you with them. They might be coming from a distance. Could have been a long trek, but someone's coming at you, Cancer. Whether you want this person or not is another story, all right? Because I do think they're toxic, but they're going to communicate to tell you that they can't stop thinking about you. It bothers them. Let's see what the advice is for Cancer. Please show me angels advice for my Cancer. Baby, the Empress. You're in charge of this, Bill. You know, is this peasant worshipping, or are they trying to give the Empress a poison cup? All right, or is it, you know, tepid, you know, tepid water? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, are they trying to give you the cup of abundance and scrumptiousness, or are they trying to give you like, you know, the Kool-Aid or something? Like, you know, don't drink the Kool-Aid, Cancer. Love yourself, know yourself, understand how valuable you are. The angels are reminding you that you are incredibly valuable and you know, high order. You are a high order individual, and you should not accept the minimum, and you should not accept poison fish, and you should not accept, you know, anything other than milk and honey and champagne and, you know, the finest wines and, you know, whatever you're into. You should only accept that. And the peasant needs to worship. If they come, you know, they come at you and they're ready to worship, you can think about it. But if they're coming at you with their bullshit, delete from database, I think. But if you just wanted to know if this person is thinking about you, if they're having a nice time, they're really not, karma got them. I think life without you was harder than they'd anticipated, quite frankly. And you know, for all this person's negativity and coldness and weirdness, I think they did genuinely fall in love with you because you are so scrumptious and you are their main little person now, the Empress. Poor little Bill. Alright, Cancer, this is what I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below if this is your story. Also, subscribe with my channel and you enjoy my videos. Why not subscribe, turn on the notification button, and like the video, because liking the video really helps me out as a small creator on YouTube. And if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, all the information is in the description box below, together with information about my other magical services. I'll see you next time, my baby. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you. Give me one more kiss.